Hey everyone, it's your girl SJ. I know it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Things have been going crazy. I've been doing a lot of things. I've been, you know, doing shifts, changing. I've also been falling in love. I've been there's just a lot going on. And as much as that sounds great and everything, there's also a lot of energy in the air. And I haven't even really been able to decipher what it is: good, bad, positive, negative. I've just been kind of just in it, which has been helpful too, because when you're able to stay in the eye of the storm, you're able to navigate things better. And I feel very much like this testing energy. And if you listen to other readers too, it's the same thing. It's kind of like most a lot of us are at the end of a cycle. And some of us, like me, thought we ended a cycle, but actually, nah, bruh, you're not done. It's like those final tests come back to test you. Not gonna lie, I think I failed a few, um, but I think it's okay. I'm also learning to give myself grace because, even when you become more spiritual and more in tune and knowing, the lessons don't change, right? You either buckle down and you become fully aware of where you are, or you just kind of take the risk of kind of being pulled everywhere and then learning those lessons again. But no matter what, you're never the same person when you come out. So I'm also learning just to give myself some grace. I did a lot this year. I've done a lot in general, and it's okay to rest. It's okay to sit down. It's okay to collect, you know? Um, I pulled some cards from my Orisha deck right here. Something I've been doing working with my friend is working on my craft. Definitely doing more studying when it comes to tarot, because I definitely want to give y'all more insightful readings. I'm not saying that the rest haven't been insightful, but when you're in this type of work, you just constantly have to grow, and I want to take this seriously. So I've been working hard to just do more studying. A friend of mine has been giving me books and she's been keeping me in check. Um, so I've been trying to do that. So I'm hoping today, with me being transparent about this time, Scorpio season just kind of being kind of draining a little bit. Um, I still want to be authentic to you. I still want to give you the the best insight I can give you with what I do know and what I do have. Um, but it's already kind of what we've been talking about. The first three cards out were, let me show you these cards. Five of Fire, right? Okay, a lot of energies around us may not have anything to do with you, may have something to do with you. Opposing energies, maybe people thinking differently than you, people not necessarily agreeing with you anymore. Then you have Shango, and then you have Oba. Okay, and so to go with this, all of these energies that are around us right now, something I've been hearing and I've been feeling is this constant battle between the masculine and the feminine. And I don't mean just men versus women, I mean within. Because something I'm dealing with is when my masculine energy is really strong, and then when my feminine energy is really strong. And trying to merge the two so that this this sense of bliss or this heaven on earth can actually manifest itself. But what's been happening, and I know for a lot of us, it's been no me, no me. Certain times of the day, your masculine energy takes over. And sometimes, for me at least, my masculine energy is also what enables um, it enables parts of my shadow to revisit myself, if that makes sense. A lot of things like I thought I had deaded or um, that I thought were done actually have been coming back. And it's like it's in little things. It's not like big. It's habits. Okay. Things I thought I had corrected are actually coming back to be checked up on, and I'm failing. um, and so that's been causing me to go back within and figure out like what's not healed all the way yet. And then you could say this feminine energy from the goddess Oba, right? She's always taking care of others, but in a she takes care of everyone. She's always looking out, but she also is not, she does it to a fault. And it kind of reminds me like that Queen of Cups energy, you know, just so open. Except with her, she has a sword. The thing is with her, when she's waving this sword, sometimes she's not, she could hurt herself with it. So, like I was saying, how I feel like my masculine has been enabling a lot of parts of my shadow, so has my feminine. Kind of like they've both been dwelling in their shadows. And I haven't been able to put words to it because it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I just don't remember ever being in that place where they both kind of dwell together. So it's like I'm looking at the roots of like the problems, like the things that are coming to the surface that I know are triggering me, and then I'm having to go back and see like what happened? Why do you feel like that? What is this reminding you of? Okay, how are you going to change that? Like, you know? But with all that being said, while all of us are feeling like these competing energies, you know, the key right now is to merge them. So allowing them to work with each other so that it doesn't feel like it's this such a storm, you know. Whatever happens is going to happen. Sorry. But you can still have control over how they work together and how you present yourself, especially when they are merged and interconnected well, you know? You still have control over that. Underneath there, I had Ace of Fire, Message from Earth, and Ishu. At first, I had thought this was like the Death card, but it's actually not. Um, but what I'm getting from this is like, after we can settle this energy that's happening around us, once it gets settled, we are actually able to refocus. So that Ace of Fire, like it's like that new idea or that spark of like another chance, maybe with a person or a new opportunity, a new career, new job. Once that masculine and that feminine energy come together and are actually like working together, that's when we can actually take a bold step towards something. And then after that, we got the message from Earth, which this grounding energy is so serious. There's shit's been going crazy around me, just like me dropping things. Been super just like drawn to like being outside, even when I'm just standing there, like I have to look to the ground. So like my advice is definitely ground yourselves right now. I'm not sure what it means, like what's coming. There's a lot of like things going on right now in the earth. And I think it's just really important that we ground ourselves so that we can't be you can't be pulled. So that's why it's also important that those energies merge themselves so that you can actually feel grounded in them, right? So that you feel like you are able to speak what you need to speak with the intelligence from both ends, you know? I think that's really important. Um, I was just reading up on this card, Ishu, right? And this is the King of the Crossroads, which is, it almost makes sense. Like right now, we're kind of settling into this new person we have been creating for ourselves. I don't know about you. I've been shedding parts of myself like all year long, the past 3 years. And it's kind of like those old parts of you are trying to come back, like old habits. And it's like, no, I'm here now. And then actually having the strength to be like, that's not me anymore. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been visiting the old me a little bit. Dangerous. It's dangerous. Be careful. At the bottom of this deck was the devil. Okay. And then we have our Eight of Water. You see. And then Seven of Water reversed underneath. But I just want you. So this was the energy that's kind of coming out of all of this. And this devil stands out to me because the devil is like all the things that you know that you know. So like those codependencies, those things that you know aren't helping you, but you do them anyway because they're easy. And like this is what we're fighting. And it's so strong. And I don't know what it is about. Actually, I do. Scorpio energy is always death energy. It's always like if you know how to sit in it, you're good. And I'm in the middle. I don't really know how to sit in it, but I'm not going to freak out in it. But I'm like right in the middle, right? And so like just feeling okay in the transition. But then knowing like this is coming for you. And I think that's what all these tests are. It's like, okay, you ready? Okay. Are you ready though? Look at that octopus. Something's got to go. And, you know, some of us are making those final decisions of what actually is not serving us anymore. Like what's going to travel with us or go with us on this new journey. This is it. Like you got to make your decision before the next cycle starts. And some of us are just sitting in that, and that's okay. Just feel that shit out. Feel that shit out. I really don't need to look at any other cards. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards. You know, I hope you are well. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. We just have to give ourselves grace. Understand that your achievements are plenty. You are not the same person you were a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. And it's important that we acknowledge those shifts because it can be very easy to be bogged down with self-doubt, like just feeling like an imposter, like you don't deserve what has been brought to you, you know? It can feel like that. But the trick is to, if you have to feel it, but then to step out of that and feel the abundance around you, and not just in money. Like you just have to you have to remember that energy of remembrance is very important, not just for past lives and things like that, but for what you've accomplished in this lifetime already. Many of you have lived through things that not many people can live through. You've seen things not many people can even fathom you seeing. Okay, and there's a reason for it. And you just have to know it's for something. Okay? You have to know it's for something. And it's very important right now to call on your ancestors, to build that bond with them, because they are going to help us through this. Right now, we are in a very thick, like energy transition. It's like people are trying to figure out where they're about to be at, where they're about to go. And we need as much guidance as possible. So keep your ears open. Keep your eyes open. Speaking of ancestors, the rattles at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, I have the rainbow. Okay. So first card out, we have the Jaguar. Nice, right? Then we have the Blade. And then we have the Heart of the Sky. You know, and what stands out to me in these cards is the darkness, especially in the Jaguar and the Heart of the Sky. Because I think a lot of what's happening right now is like a rediscovering of the dark. And the dark is not bad. It's a rediscovery of it. Remember, as human beings, we are both. We are light, we are dark. And as light workers, as people who want to do good in this earth, who want to help lead and just help set things straight, we have to be so grounded and in touch with both sides that sometimes I find it difficult with like all the idea of positivity and things like that, that we let go of this and then the darkness actually starts to like manifest its way in like different other parts of your life, right? Whereas if you walk into every step you make, every door you walk through as light and dark, like the rainbow is in between, like the meeting of those worlds are you. So to ignore or to cut off one side is just a disservice. Okay? Your soul knows who it is, who they are. Your vessel's aware of what your soul's mission is. So take time to get in touch with that side of you. Figure out who lives in that dark space. And if you are willing, check in with your inner child, because they probably can tell you a few things about that person too. Use your moon magic. Use the phases to help you, okay? Here we just came out of that full moon, you know, that blue moon. Look at that. You can tell, like, that moon revealed some things for a lot of us, didn't it? Man. And this Jaguar is about to protect what's hers. Then we had the Blade, right? Was that masculine kind of energy again? What's going to come to light after you revisit the dark? What are we cutting off? What's not working anymore? Okay, the moon revealed it. Now the sun is going to illuminate the new version of you. How did you mold yourself? What new path are we taking? Okay. And then finally you have the Heart of the Sky. You know, just surrendering to it all, to your light and your dark. Okay, so I don't want y'all to forget, it's really important that you make time and you ground yourself. I don't know what's coming, but it's really important that we come into balance with our masculine, our feminine, so that we can be who we're supposed to be, so we can accomplish and, you know, further our missions like we promised to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do better. So I'm getting back into it. There will be another video. I'm going to try and commit myself to doing one video a week. okay? At least. But other than that, I will see y'all later. I love you, sending you so much love and hope, because we need that. Okay, bye.